And in this video, we are continuing to learn how to manage money using the lessons from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and this is video number 53. Please join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. In this video, we're continuing our discussion of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad lessons. The book is written by Robert Kiyosaki, and this is video number 53. But if you are new, if you are seeing me for the first time, welcome. My name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And on here, I share YouTube tips, business tips, earning money online tips. That will be through affiliate marketing. I also record those videos which are just meant to encourage you to take a step to make your life better. I call those motivational ones. And then now I have also these books. This video is about the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and written by Robert Kiyosaki. And we're on video number 53. So please consider subscribing and sharing and liking and all the nice things, supporting YouTubers. But if you can't even do any of that, please at least leave a comment, because that's the only way I'll know you watched it. And for those of you who already said yes to this message, I appreciate you very much. And those of you who come to the premieres, you are my favorites. Please always like the video and add a comment before leaving. That's called the full support. And before I continue with this video, I want to share my schedule really quickly. But at the end, that's where I'll say a little bit more about how you can get the book. Both audio is free for 1 month, and you can get the physical book too. But also, I'll share how you get to all those videos we finished, and also the new list that I created on this channel. That will be at the end. So, let's continue. 53, video number 53 is a continuation of chapter 7, which we started, which was overcoming obstacles. And we've been going through a few obstacles. In this one, it's going to be overcoming bad habits. That's the one we're doing today. But before I got that, I apologize for all of you who come here every day, but I really have to mention who Robert Kiyosaki is. The one who wrote the book. When you see me reading, I got from the book. He wrote the stuff in here, but I got it out just to make things faster. Robert Kiyosaki is a self-made millionaire. He's an entrepreneur. He's an educator. He's an investor. And he has a mission to elevate the financial well-being of humanity, starting with one life and one person at a time. And he named the book Rich Dad Poor Dad because of his two dads. One of the dads is, of course, his real dad. That's the poor one in the story, in the book. And this one is a very intelligent man, very well educated with a PhD. And he was an superintendent of education, but unfortunately he died broke. I think the money situation was not good. But then there is the other one, he called the Rich Dad. This one was his friend, Mike. Robert had a friend, Mike, at school since age 9. And the dad is where Robert learned the lesson. Mike's dad. He had left school, age 13, 8th grade, ended up being one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii. So that's where he took the lessons, he put them in a book. Now we are learning from him. Video number 52, this is 53. I always want to mention 52 where we ended. And I write things down to make sure we are moving quickly. So 52 ended when Robert was saying, we were talking about overcoming habits. No, it was about, I think we were talking about laziness. But then in the end, he talked about greed, that some greed is important. Some greed helps push you to do things. A little greed, not too much. But then he ended up saying, you don't want to be too greedy. And then he said, do what you feel in your heart to be right. For you'll be criticized either way. You'll be damned if you do, and you'll be damned if you don't. That's why we ended 52. Now, 53, I'm going to read. And then later I'll share those other points. Let's first do the reading. He said that we're starting a new habit, he called them overcoming obstacles. So the obstacle of overcoming bad habits, like how do you overcome a bad habit? So, he likes to give examples. So let's see what he said. He says, our lives are a reflection of our habits more than our education. In other words, it's what we do. So after seeing the movie Conan the Barbarian, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, a friend said, "I'd love to have a body like Schwarzenegger." Most of the guys nodded in agreement. I even heard, now these are men talking. I've heard he was really funny and skinny at one time. Another said, "Yeah, I heard that too." Another one said, I heard he has a habit of working out almost every day in the gym." And another one said, "Yeah, I bet he has to." Then there's this other one. Remember, recently, for those who have been watching, we finished the topic of cynicism and having people like that in your life. Now, in this group of men who are talking about Schwarzenegger's body, there is this one who said, "Nah," said this group cynic. "I bet he was born like that. Besides, let's stop talking about Arnold and get some beers." So this, like, he was so different. Can you imagine how he told them that Schwarzenegger was born like that with that body? So you could have people like that in your life. Okay, Robert is saying this is an example of habits controlling behavior. I remember asking my rich dad about the habits of the rich people. Instead of answering me outright, he wanted me to learn through example, as usual. This is the conversation that's coming next, is between Robert and his rich dad. So when does your dad pay his bills? Rich dad is asking Robert what does his poor dad pay his bills? And Robert was answered, the first of the month. And dad is asking, does he have anything left over? Very little, Robert responded. That's the main reason he struggles. He has bad habits. Your dad pays everyone else first, he pays himself last, but only if he has anything left over. And Robert responded, which he usually doesn't. But he has to pay his bill, doesn't he? You're saying he shouldn't pay his bills? I think now you can see who's saying what. That's Robert asking. Of course not. I firmly believe in paying my bills on time. I just pay myself first before I pay even the government. But what happens if you don't have enough money? What do you do then? The same. I still pay myself first, even if I'm short of money. My asset column is far more important to me than the government. But don't they come after you? Yes, if you don't pay. Look, I did not say not to pay. I just said I pay myself first, even if I'm short of money. But how do you do that? It's not how, it's why. Okay, why? Motivation. I hope you're following who's saying what. Richard said, motivation. Who do you think will complain louder if I don't pay them? Me or my creditors? Then Robert said, your creditors will definitely scream louder than you. And then you wouldn't say anything if you didn't pay yourself. Yeah, so you see, now Rich Dad is saying, after paying myself, the pressure to pay my taxes and the other creditors is so great that it forces me to seek other forms of income. The pressure to pay becomes my motivation. I've worked extra jobs, started other companies, traded in stock market, anything just to make sure those guys don't start yelling at me. The pressure made me work harder, forced me to think, and all in all, made me smarter and more active when it comes to money. If I had paid myself last, I would have felt no pressure, but I would be broke. So it is the fear of government or other people you owe money that motivates you. That's right. You see, government bill collectors are big bullies. So so are bill collectors in general. Most people give into these bullies. They pay them and never pay themselves. You know, the story of the 98-pound weakling who gets sand kicked in his face. I nodded. I see that ad for weightlifting and bodybuilding lessons in the comic books all the time. Well, Most people let the bullies kick sand in their faces. I decided to use the fear of the bully to make me stronger. Others get weaker. Forcing myself to think about how to make extra money is like going to the gym and working out with weights. The more I work my mental money muscles out, the stronger I get. Now I'm not afraid of those bullies. I liked what Rich Dad was saying. This is Robert saying. So if I pay myself first, I get financially stronger mentally and physically. Rich Dad nodded. If I pay myself last or not at all, I get weaker. So people like bosses, managers, tax collectors, bill collectors, and landlords push me around all my life just because I don't have good money habits. Rich Dad nodded, just like the 98-pound weakling. Originally, I thought I would stop there, but I think let's finish this because there is one. Remember those he was talking about overcoming obstacles. There is one last one, and it has a short paragraph. So let's finish it. So the other, the overcoming arrogance is the other one. So he says, "What I know makes me money. What I don't know loses me money. Every time I have been arrogant, I have lost money because when I'm arrogant, I truly believe that what I don't know is not important." Which Dad would often tell me. This is Robert writing. I have found that many people use arrogance to try to hide their own ignorance. It often happens when I'm discussing financial statements with accountants or even other investors. They try to bluster their way through the discussion. It's clear to me that they don't know what they're talking about. They are not lying, but they are not telling the truth. I'm about to end. There are many people in the world of money, finances, and investments who have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Most people in the money industry are just spouting off sales pitches like used car salesmen. When they know you are ignorant in a subject, start educating yourself by finding an expert in the field or a book on the subject. So that's the end of the reading of 53. But he has a note, just one note for you. And it says, if I pay myself first, I get financially stronger mentally and physically. So which means we pay yourself first. I don't know if that's easy. We always want to pay all those bills first before we even think we exist. But he's saying pay yourself first. It forces you to work harder, to work smarter, to find other ways. I think if you could do it, if you have the discipline to do it, that whenever money comes in, you pay yourself first, then what's left over, if it's not enough, then you have to figure out how to earn more money. I think that will be a good thing to do. Okay, for those of you who are new, this book, in fact, today I'm changing, even those who have been here, I'm changing the way the link to the book because it's not going through. You only go through my website, honestsoul.com, if you wanted to buy the book. But for those of you who want to listen to the audio, I'm changing the link. I'm putting it in the description. It's in the description of this video. There's a link that takes you straight to Audible. To Audible, all you have to do is put your name and make sure you are choosing Audible Plus, Premium Plus. That's how you get to this book. Otherwise, you can get to the others by not choosing the Audible Plus. But if you do Premium Plus, you search for Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you get it. They'll give you what they call, they give you a free credit, and then you can listen for a whole month. Please, when you get this chance, go do it. Go do it and listen to the book. You're going to finish it in a short time. It won't even be a whole month. Then you can close that account, do whatever you want. But please take the opportunity to get it for free. For those of you who want a physical book, it will be through my website, honestsoul.com. There's Amazon deals. The book is there, the books I recommend. And then I removed that link because right now in the pinned comment, I have 2 links. One takes you to all the videos that I've recorded up to now it's 53. It's all included, starting from number 1, where we started. And then the second link that I put there, on this channel, I'm starting a group, a list. I call it Sherifa's Go-Getters. If you put your email on that list, that means you believe in what I'm doing here and you want to hear from me. Because by doing that, you're going to get access to my email address. So please, there's a link in the pinned comment that says get on Sherifa's Go-Getters list. And that Go-Getters means you are ready to change something in your life. Personal development, or some things I share, even motivation. Sometimes I could just send you to motivate you. That means you want to be close to what I'm doing here. I'll be sharing whatever good I see. Please add your email. I don't even ask for your name. Just add your email. An email you'll check. It's the link again. It's in the pinned comment. Please do that. And I think that's what I wanted to mention. For those of you who want to the book, it's gonna be the link is in the description. It's not in the pinned comment. You see, it's take me to Amazon. Okay, that's my video today. Please, if you want to be involved in the video that I'm going to do at the ending of this book, it will be, you can record a short video and send it to me. First, put yourself on the email list first, because then you have my email address. You can communicate with me. I'll always try to respond with the messages I send, because it's easier for me to identify a message I wrote. Just respond to it and then tell me whatever you want to tell me if you want to communicate with me. And it's better than you start your own email, because the title will be different. I get so many emails. So just respond to the one that you get immediately. When you put your email, an email automatically is going to come from me. Now you have my email address. If you want to be part of the video that we're going to do here, the last one about giving feedback about the book, so you can just send me an email and say whatever you want. You say, since I started listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad, I've learned this. I'll be glad to hear that. I'll read it in the video. For those of you who want to send me real videos, 2 minutes, you say my name, and this is where I am, and this is what I've learned from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's going to be my last video. But I have a few more videos to record, actually. Maybe 5 or more before we can finish it. I was looking through today. Okay? That's my video today. Please leave a comment. What do you think? Was this effort worth it? 53 videos, and we're going. We'll get into 60s, it looks like. Just leave a comment and share. Share with others. This is good information. Like I always end these videos, I say, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your family. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye.